I suppose it was your classic mistake. I see in the media that just a short time ago, an actor by the name of James Gandolfini had died at 51 years old of a heart attack in Italy, and he was best known in his role as Tony Soprano. 8 years he played on The Sopranos, and apparently he was a tremendous hit. Frankly, I never saw an episode of The Sopranos, but it obviously was a huge hit on TV. And when he died, a lot of people were terribly upset. And of course, young man dies, family man, etc. And then I hear that Senator John McCain expressed his regret, and Governor Christie ordered the flags to fly at half-mast in New Jersey on the day that his remains were returned to the United States. And I'm thinking, I mean, the man was an actor. He played a mafia boss that was expletive-ridden. He ordered many murders in his role. He was conflicted emotionally. I don't know, it just didn't seem like the kind of guy that we would drop our flags to half-mast in mourning over. And I was, I guess, a little bit upset. And then when I read about the funeral, they talk about the man. And they say he was an honest man. And he was a kind man, and he was a loving man, he was a family man, and he cared about the military, and he was committed to his children. And he turned down a role for a movie this summer so he could spend time on the Jersey Shore to help with the Hurricane Sandy relief. Apparently, he was a good man in many ways, many people who loved him. But we fall into that, unfortunately, we fall into that category of judging people just by what they do, when in fact what they do has very little to do with what they really are. And the people who really knew him knew who he really was, and apparently he was a good man. And it reminded me that asking yourself, what will they say at my funeral? What will they say in the eulogies given about me can really keep you on track? And apparently that's what he did. Despite the fact that he was a very talented actor, that's not who he was. Who he was what they spoke about at his eulogy. What a great lesson. Rabbi Noach Weinberg of blessed memory always used to say, ask yourself, what will they write about in my obituary? And you'll see that everybody wants the same thing, that I live a life of meaning or not. So that's my question to you today. What do you want people to say at your funeral? What do you want people to say? How do you want them to eulogize you? Thoughts like that will really keep you in line, keep you focused in life. Yes, something to think about.